Hello everyone, happy Saturday. This is a bit of an impromptu. I have double checked with Sammy that I was all right to stream at this time, and she kindly said I was fine to stream whenever I like, which is so lovely of her. So I thought I would come on and show how I did the face like I've promised all week, that I'll show you how to do that. And then I think once I've done the face, I think I've shown you everything. So let's see who's in the room, who's joining me for the colour today. Hi Marilyn, I'm so early, I'm going to end up being late. I'll check in closer to the stream time, no problem. Hi lovely Della, how are you? Happy Saturday. Hi Ingrid, good afternoon. So while people are coming in, it is a funny time for me to stream, so probably people aren't even used to me streaming on a Saturday at all. So hopefully people do get the notification and come in. So all it is a combination of the same colours I've used in the skin. So I will go through all the colours. We'll be using cream with the Pablos, lemon, light lemon yellow. Let me come in a bit closer so you can all see them. Hi Robin. See if it'll focus itself or if I have to do it. I think I'm going to have to do it. Honestly, this camera is just so temperamental. I just don't think you're going to be able to see it. Hi, Sammy. Oh, you're just grabbing your coffee. I do have to say, this morning, Colouring Heaven put on an amazing marathon colour along with Honey. They've had some special guests, including our lovely Sammy, and they're raising money for Mind, for mental health. So if you go onto my Facebook, Shelly and Colouring Friends, I have shared the link in there. Even though it's been on, please rewatch the live. It was a lovely, no, Facebook didn't at all, did it, Sammy? But it was a bit on and off, but bear with them, bless them. They did really, really well, everyone that was on there. Sammy was on there, Passionista, Colorista was on, Jenny from Colouring Heaven. I think there was some more on, but I only started watching it late when I realised what was going on. Hi, Shannon. So, yeah, it's a lovely cause that they're doing, and I've sat watching it, and it's, you know, it was for the problems that they had, they was really good. And it was lovely to see Sammy face to face. Shannon, I seen you was there as well. So if you haven't seen that on Colouring Heaven, go check out the Colouring Heaven friends group, and also the shared link on Shellarte. My Facebook links are in the description, so you can go ahead and find that. Please give that Facebook Live a rewatch. It was still worth it to know what cause they're working for and everything. So it was a really, really nice cause. I was going to say claws. So I'm using cream, light lemon yellow, light yellow, light green, grass green, spruce green, dark green, violet and black. So this one I started is on tone tan, so it may look slightly different to the tone tan. This is tone grey, so it might look slightly different. You'll have to bear with me because my brain's a bit foggy today. I had a bit of a wobbler earlier on, but I've had a lie down and I'm fine now. I think it's due to lack of sleep, and I don't know. I was cursing Facebook, but hey ho, when technology isn't playing, it isn't playing. No, Sammy, you kept it really cool. It was on off, on off, on off, and Sammy kept it really cool. It was a shame that obviously we didn't get to see much of the colouring because Facebook was being a pain in the butt. But still, we saw your lovely face, and it was lovely to see you anyway, regardless of the colouring part. Hi, Mary. I was quietly screaming at Facebook. I felt so bad. I know it was so bad. But bless them, you all kept you cool and you all kept it kept it going. I think Passionista had loads of trouble with the sound, didn't she? She couldn't hear her. And I was like, bless them all. And then I think Jenny came on and a cat knocked something off. I thought, this is happening in threes. This is it's definitely going to be a fun live. But Facebook lives are awful. I mean, I personally, I'm not a Facebook live person. I used to do it and it was so horrible, but I don't do it anymore. Whoa, Shannon, you got up at 3 for it. Oof. Keen on. Okay, so I started off with lemon yellow. I'll try and explain it the best I can whilst chatting. So I will tell each and everyone what I've been using. But I'm going to show you how I started it off. And I started it off with lemon yellow. And this was just basically for an undertone. I'm just going to sharpen it. Yeah, go to bed. Just empty this tray, it's a bit full. Oh, and if anyone wants any luminance, let me tell you this, because I got some luminance at a bargain price last night. As you know, I've got the portrait set, and I've got 9 of Sammy's best colours. On Amazon UK last night, I got the other 20 set for 45 quid. £45. I don't know if they're on offer on Amazon US. But if you can get them delivered, I'm not too sure if they're delivered to the US, but if you check it out on the Amazon website, on the UK, and see if it will post you. Just 1 second. Bless me, sorry about that. I didn't have time to mute it. I was all right. Hi Tonya. I seem to be all right. It was fine for me. I had a few Buffy moments, but it seemed to be all right for me. It just seemed to be on everyone else, which was a shame. So I went round her nose. So yeah, grab yourself the other 20 set of luminance for 45 quid they were. And I think they're normally about 58, I'd say between 50 and 55, aren't they? Hi Cassandra, welcome, happy Saturday. So yeah, I just kind of lined the nose. This was the bit what was hard when it came to doing it. And it was making sure that I got that right shape. So this bit will be slow progress. Oops. And then around the nose this side. Kind of came in and around towards the point of the eye. Honestly, I must have done this bit about 20 million times and I kept rubbing it out. So I've got my little rubber here. So I did them to the eyebrow. And then I think it's come out a little bit more with that. And I think that looks not straight at all. So that's right. So why are we looking funny? 1 minute. The other side of the nose is good. You're going to hear me like get frustrated in a minute. It's 3:30 AM on Sunday. Oh gosh. So are you in Australia? I think the eyes are different. There we go. I think I've got that right now. If not, it's tough. So then I came down here and off this part of the nose here. I kind of come round and flicked it out. And from her eye here. I'd say this was probably the hardest part of it. And then it was getting it even on both sides. Was the hard part. And I'm a bit dithery and shaky. I probably should have given it a little bit longer before I came on. So I'm still a bit wobbly from before. So yeah, I think I've got that. I don't want to press on too hard because obviously I'm going to have other colours get in there. But if I pull that up, can you see that shape I've got there? And that's the shape I'm going for. And then we've got to do it on the other side. Oh, I am, Sammy. It gets to the point and you think, what the heck did I do here? Just like, should I have even started it? Should I have just... But no, I am enjoying it, and the people colouring along with it has made it the best thing as well, because the likes of Angie, she's doing a version of all of ours, and my gosh, I've seen the pictures and I'm like, whoa, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. They're that good. And then all the people on the actual hashtag that have been bringing out the Colin Thompson books has been really, really good. Do you want a quick peek of mine? I don't know if people have seen the well, that's the actual Colin Thompson book. I don't want that one. Give you all a quick peek of how it's looking. There we go. Let's just pop this up. So this is my one. Let me just put the focus on itself. And that's my one, and this was day 13 that was just here. And so they're really good. I think this is 14 and then 15, and then we've just got this section to do. Me and Shannon love the two bonkers of crazy ones who love the wacky crazy busy. I think that's what's up with me. I think I've hit a brick wall and gone, badoosh, right, you've had enough now, Michelle. But yeah, it's been really good, and I'm the one that planned it out, and I keep messaging the girls and saying, what day are we on? What day are we on? So yeah, I've got some catching up to do. So this afternoon I've got tomorrow's to do, and then I need to get a bit in front of myself. That's my problem. I can't get in front, and I need to get in front of myself so I'm not stressing about it. But no, and I've kept a theme going in mine. So like the house here is the same colour, so then I've brought it in here, and then these houses in here. That was a challenge, that one, because it was so I couldn't even see what was on the page. And then I brought it in here. I've kind of kept a bit of a theme going on in it, so this will be fun to do. But it's so tiny. This is what I've had to use. I'll show you all what I'm using. A magnifying glass. Because there's some of them, there's something in there I was saying on my video, and I was like, what the heck is that? It's sat on there, and I think it's a tiny miniature panda. But there's little stuff like here. There's a tiny little foot there. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a tiny little foot there. So I've had to get the magnifying glass out. Even though I do have the bigger Colin Thompson book, I've had to get the magnifying glass out on both to see what's in some of them. So yeah, that's our 28 days of Colin Thompson. Let's get back down to here. So yeah, that's crazy mad. I'll try and get this to focus again now. I don't think it's playing ball today, this camera. Oh, I just had it there, and there we go. So I need to make sure I get it. I've not got it right. So this is, like, I'd say out of the whole thing, this is the hardest bit. Was getting this bit right. I must admit. This was the hardest bit to get right. So came across there. And this came up. Like that, I think. I don't think I'm even now. There we go. I think I'm even. You can all tell me if I'm not, but I think I'm pretty much even there. Sorry if I'm missing anyone popping in chat. Oh, thank you, Mary. I have a magnifying glass and LED light combo, forget to use it. And you have even got magnifying LED glasses and I forget to put them on. Are you using polys? I am using polys, yeah, Marilyn. I'm using polys and Ashley is using Spierfarbens and Tammy is using Crayarts. Honestly, my brain won't function. So I'm just giving this a really light layer here. I don't think it's even. So let me try and put this unevenness out. I think there's more. I think when I was doing this last time, I think there is more of there's more of a face on one side than the other, so I'm not trying to. So I kind of did up there, and on this paper the tooth is different, so it doesn't go on as nice as it goes on the tone tan. Okay, I'm not going to put the yellow inner eyes because I want them to be as dark as they can be. On this one, Marilyn, I'm using Pablo's just in case it's not what you just asked me then. So then I'm going to come in with the violet. And I'm just going to turn my page a little bit. Let me just get my comments on here because I can't see what everyone's saying. I'll just put them on my pad. Marlo's downstairs doing his usual Chewbacca noise. Okay, last night I played with gelatos, their cousin from a different brand, watercolour pencils, and liked it. Now I'm seriously considering Supras and not Pablo's. I've not got Supras. So just make sure all your pencils are sharp for this section. So I'm going to come in with the purple down here first. Because this part of her eye, I want really, really, really dark. And the same here. Supras. Can you use the Supras as a normal pencil as well as a watercolour pencil? Or not? I'm going to come slightly out into here with the violet. And hopefully I get the whole face done today. And then this comes under here as well. And here. You might hear me just talking to myself quite a lot. Oh, right. Look, just I can hear myself on there. Oh, I might have to look up at them, Shannon. Supras. And then I want purple coming under here. It looks all messy and then it kind of just comes together at the end. And I put the eyelashes back in later, so I'm not too worried about covering them up. So then I move in with my next darkest green. Just give it a little turn in the sharpener. Now you're waiting for someone put them on sale. I did a leaf side by side with Pablos and Supras. Oh, I'll have to look at that one. So I'm going over the top of the purple. And then into her eyebrow there. It's so cold here at the minute. It's like I'm not even used to it being so cold. Maybe I love the Pablos, but I'm a minority. Because I don't want to waste my super dry. But again, minority. Oh. So I'm just block colouring in the areas I want before I start flicking everything. And then I'll be going completely over. Completely over that yellow. Marilyn, who has a sale on Super, is just saying, why waste a watercolour pencil dry? But again, yeah, I get it. But then again, if you can be versatile with one pencil set for space and stuff, then it's probably a good thing. These Pablos don't like this artesian toned grey paper as much as they like my cheapy tanned, I must admit. So all this bit is dark here. And under here. Just moving it under here. I'm saying if you can only get one, get Supras. Marilyn's off to find a bargain. Okay, so I've set them in there, and then I'm just going to get Violet back because I need it here on the edge of a cheek. And then same one here on the edge of a cheek. Do you know when you create a look on one page and you're like, I hope I can recreate it again. Okay, I think I put all them in that I want to put in there. I'm going to move out into the lighter green. So this is then spruce green. I'm going to bring spruce down into these areas now. $209. See, I got mine at a bargain. Me and this other lady ended up getting them. So I'm going to come down into the middle of these, and then we're going to do the flicking after. So I'll go back over the top with the other colours. Sorry, everything's moving. And then this colour comes out to just about here. Oops. And just slightly on this eyelid in there. And take that straight down into the middle of that bit there. $27% in price when I added them to my wish list on February 2nd. Pablo's dropped 2%. Oh. Okay, and then our lightest green, which is grass green. On both sides there. Marilyn's searching away. Be sending them out to everyone in a bit. Here you go, go buy your supers. Okay, then our very lightest green, which is light green. I'm going to come in our eye sockets here with this, and also along the waterline. And just ever so slightly there. Just jump back to grass green and do a eyelid on this side. Forgot. Maybe if it drops a bunch, I can forgo food. I've got fast doors on my hip. Marilyn. So here now where we've got the yellow lines, I'm going to go over the top of these with light green now. Do this all the way around. I'm going to turn side on and do this side first. I'm going to come out ever so slightly with that. And blend it into that grass green. I think Shannon's the queen of watercolour though, aren't you, at the minute? Loving a watercolour. and I still haven't started playing with just jumping back to grass green. I haven't even started playing with my gouache. Not gouache. What's it called? Hi Lou! Gelatos. I've had them and I haven't started playing with them yet. Then bringing the grass green down under here. And then light green over the top of that yellow. And just getting rid of that bright yellow and changing it to a green tone. Winchester. He's doing a new film into Jensen Ackles. Not a film, a series, because I do know, because I watch obviously The Walking Dead, and the guy that plays Negan is hoping to star in it with them, so he wants to get back to starring with one of his good friends. So I've seen part of it. I didn't actually go and look it up after that, but I still need to catch up on my Supernatural. Like I think I watched up to season 7. How many seasons is there altogether? Because I've got quite a few to catch up on, if I'm honest. Because when I last watched it, I'm sure Dean had the Mark of Cain was the last time I watched it. Okay, and then this is where I'm going to start flicking. Oh, I'm just going to mute this for a second while I do all this sharpening. One moment. Okay, I'm back. I didn't want to deafen you all with my little swordfish sharpener. So I'm going to come in first with our light green, and I'm just going to flick over the top of what we've done. Under each one. That's his name, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I forget his actual name. I just see him as Negan because I always watch him in The Walking Dead, and I'm like, oh. Hi, Louise. So yeah, he's going to be in The Boys season 3. Let's have a look at what The Boys is. And then I'm going to come over the top of this purple here. Same on this side. Got to keep moving it around, so I do apologise. And then light lemon yellow. It's going to come out ever so slightly with this. where I get to the edges here, I'm going to flick these very end bits out so it just goes nice and soft off the edge. And that's so I can blend it into the actual skin tone I'll be using. I'm also going to bring in, just for the very edge of these, which is jade green. It just lightens that very edge up. That's too bulky, that there. It's on Amazon Prime. We'll have to go check it out. And just rub some of this out because it's not pointy like it's supposed to be. I don't want to rub too hard because that's it. That's much better. Hi Lisa, welcome. Happy Saturday. He is. I'm trying to work out what they're going to bring him back as. There's loads of speak that they're going to be some spin-offs from The Walking Dead, and then they're apparently adding some seasons on where he's going to bring his Lucille back, and I'm like, But I much prefer him when he plays a good character. Back to our light lemon yellow. And just line that bit. So I hope I'm explaining it right. There's not loads of flicking to it, it's just mainly the edges really to soften it off, and then obviously the build up to the colours with the so back to our jade green. I'm going to flick that out at the very edge. Keep rubbing bits out. I've lost my little rubber now. That works too. Just adjusted the width of that. Yeah. Then the jade green. Light green. That just keeps the very edges nice and soft. Ready for that blend. And then here the same, going over it with light yellow, light lemon yellow. I shut down the website quickly as my hubs will give me the eye if I find a Walmart coupon. I think that is so good that you can get coupons over there like that, because I don't think we have coupons like that here. We can't go, certainly can't go getting loads of money off. I think we get about 10% at the most. I've got some strange divot there. That's much better. So let's have a scenery. I get my jade green here. Lighten them areas up. And then across the edge of her eye here. And just a tiny bit on this side. And then back to light green. To grass green there. But it's starting to shape up. Me too, Shell. I don't like my Jeffrey as an evil. No, it's just not good. Thank you, Mary. It's just really fiddly, but I've honestly bear with it. I think I've done, even I'm making mistakes, and I kind of did the look from on the other page, and I'm making some mistakes. But that's better. It's just too heavily done. Okay, so then now I'm going to get my greens. I'm going to start from the point of her eye here. And I'm going to start flicking straight down and bring that into here. It was her that did my head in most on stream the other night. How it was doing that. I was like, it doesn't even, it still look blue now. No, it's looking black now with a blue tinge to it. And I was like, what the heck? It looked luminous blue. It still does actually. I think it still has a blue look to it. Which two colouring book artists, if you could of course get to collab, and which theme would you choose? I love Sarah Rich's stuff because she's got like a fantasy. If I'm thinking of fantasy artists, I would love to do a Sarah Richer collab because she does some weird and not weird, but if you know, some like out there characters. And let me think, who else would I? And I would definitely go fantasy because I do like the different aspect of it. I'm trying to think what other artist I would go with. I think Anastasia I'd really love to do, but I don't have her books because you could change the way some of her characters are. Yeah, I'd say them two. Sarah Richer and Anastasia L.A. Caldrova, is that the right name? And I would fantasy them up. I would, just like this. I'm a big I love Avatar and stuff like that, and I love the out the box extremeness that you get. Okay, so that's the first colour, and then I'm going to then go with spruce green and go with the same bit again. I'm just hoping this Arteza paper will take the same amount of layers as the other one did. Don't know what it is with me today, but it really doesn't feel like a Saturday. It feels like a Sunday. I would get Kirby and Nick Filbert to collab and do portraits with mythical creatures. Nick for the portrait and Kirby to add his mythical side. Yeah. Even though I don't know who Nick Filbert is, if I'm honest. But definitely Kirby's wacky and wonderful Worlds and Ideas is really good. I'm going to come on top of that now and dull that down a bit. Serene and Fantasia colouring tuxedos. Ah! Just bringing this round to flicking this side. Yeah, I like pretty. It sounds daft this, but I like the pretty with the gore. Does that make sense? Like, I would love a really pretty face, but then really hyped up fantasy on it. I'm just going to come under her eye here. And I'm just flicking all these sections above her eye. I hope you can follow along, because sometimes when I do these I don't know if I'm explaining them right. If anybody is following along. Yeah, definitely. I do like the quirky and the different. I think that's why I'm really attracted to like the Colin Thompson books, the Kirby books. I do like different. So now I'm moving on to dark green. I'm really going to darken up this section again here. Want to rile it a little bit more. and flick this way. And then this can kind of just, oh my gosh, I have just snapped the biggest tip off ever. I think that was like half my nib. Sorry, I turn so much. When it comes to flicking, I've just got to turn the paper with it. This page is actually taking the layers quite well. I'm actually quite impressed. I wasn't too sure how it would play out. It's just starting to look similar now. I just need to get a bit more violet in there, which I'll do in a second. I need to come into this yellow edge here a bit. Pickle always hears it first when I snap the tip. Always says, "Where's Pickle?" It's normally Della that spots my snaps. Della or Ashley. I think Cat as well is another one for catching them. But I'm trying to like, whoops, I wasn't meant to do that. I hope Shannon's gone for get her head down and got sleep. 3 AM wake up. Ooh, that's normally me going. I normally go to bed. Hi Mona. I normally go to bed at 3 in the morning, and I think that's what's done my in. I was gonna say that. I think that's what's actually done me in this weekend, because I slept all day yesterday. I got out of bed at 3:15 in the afternoon, and then I went to bed at 1 o'clock this morning, and then I've slept all night, and then I had that little wobbler and I just felt so tired. And I'm thinking, why do I feel so tired? I've had so much sleep. Maybe I've had too much sleep. Let's bring that green into that yellow line there. I need to keep them dints. Like if they brought an avatar colouring book, it'd be well on the post to me. So now I'm going to come in with the violet and really darken it up now. I'll start on this side where I've already got my page this way. I just want to get her the same. I think that's why I'm concentrating so much. I want to make sure that she's like an exact copy to what I did. Just working this shadow again a minute. And then flick. I didn't flick loads of purple into this bit here. It's just a little bit. And then here. I think that looks right, because then when I do a rise in a second, it'll look, it should look the same. I've got to go back over it with the green anyway in a second. So where I've got it here, I'm just going to come up this side. I need to go over that green. And then back in here. And tiny edge going along there. Hi, Hedwig Heavenly. How are you? Welcome. It's lovely to have you here. Just happened to look up then and seen the comments. Like, got head down work mode on here. I'm like in right concentration mode. So then I'm going to flick downwards. Okay, and then I'm just going to come back with the dark green and I'm just going to go over the top of that purple. Just to take, all that's doing, I'm doing that for, should I say, is to take the illuminous of the violet off, but I want the depth of the purple. And same here. I think I want a bit of that purple flicking out there as well. Hi Sherry. Have you changed your name again? Are you on a different name? A huge chocolate cupcake and flowers yesterday and donuts today. I'm being spoiled this year. Oh, bless. How many of you do get your Valentine's gifts before Valentine's Day? Because I don't. I have to wait. I know he's got me something this year. I'm like, flipping heck. Okay, and then I'm going to come back with these lighter colours now. I'm going to flip some of this jade in. I'm going to go the opposite way. I think she looks ever so slightly different to my original one. Oh, you've been sub for a while. That's lovely. Thank you very much, Hedwig. I coloured the Mystic Art Mirrors Valentine's Day image last weekend for the hubs, making a card for him after he falls asleep tonight. Oh. Ah, right. Okay, so this is kind of like a personal one, Sherry, and then you've got your other one. I'm just going to flick in between there, just lighten them edges up again. I get you. Flickety flick all here. And I think the face is good, apart from I just need a little bit of light green just coming down here. Just flicking out the very edges. See, when I create these things, I don't know if I'm too quiet for streams when I do these, because when I do stuff like this out the box, I'm normally sat at home with my own little brain thinking, yeah, do that there, do that here, do that there. So I find it actually hard to do stuff like this. I can do everyday stuff on stream and I'm like, yeah, that's good. But when it comes to this, I feel like I can't concentrate and talk all at the same time. So I'm not being rude if I stop talking. I'm just like, I keep going in a zone. I'm forgetting you. I'm on stream. So I'll do the top part of her eyes in a second. So the looking, I think before I do the skin, the looking virtually the same. The sisters. Hi Angela. I had to be lurking because my phone was dead and couldn't chat. It's so gorgeous. Oh, thank you. So we're going to do a eye now. So first off, straighten my papers back up. I'm coming in with lemon yellow, and I'm going to do all the white speck on her iris there. And same on this side. And I'm using what Raen's put on. I'm going to follow her grayscale on it. So I didn't use any of the lighter colours, so put them on there. I didn't use grass green, so I'll put that over there. And I need that one. Okay, so then I went in with spruce, and where she's got these black lines coming out is kind of where I did the same. I want it to come in a bit closer for this. I've got a focus for it. Oh, sorry. Is that okay there? Just give it a right welly then. So in between here, and then hopefully you can see, I'm getting close enough that you can see what I'm doing. And then on this side, and I'm always pushing towards, so this is the center point. So when I do my lines, I'm always aiming towards that center point. And then I'm going to come in with our darkest one, which is dark green. And I'm just going to do the same thing, but in these areas we're going to have like I don't know what you call them, like treads of or veins of darker green. Always working towards the centre. Imagine a clock. That's how I do it. Oops. Yeah, if you've got channels, stick your hearts in and let anyone know if you've got channels. They can head over to your channel. I'm just go back to spruce here because I didn't do this eye. I'm just going to pull that out. Working in my clock shape pattern. Oh, somebody here. If it's my delivery, I'll be excited. You can hear my dogs. I think my miniature noise is the loudest. And he's the smallest. Listening. Oh, it's mummy-in-law. I was thinking, is it my parcel? I've not actually tracked it yet. Oh, thank you, Lou. This is kind of a, I think it's just one generic way, isn't there, of doing it. Hi, Elm. How are you? Thank you very much. So then back in with our dark green and kind of bring that in. And then just put the treads in that I want longer. But I want it to look all green, really, or mostly green. And then I'm going to add in some burnt ochre. But I must say I have a hard time to understand your accent because of my English in school is far away, but slowly I get it. You're amazing. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. It is hard to kind of for me it's hard to explain it how I'm hoping it comes across the right way that I would want it to come across, but sometimes I think in my own head, have you explained that right? And I don't know if I have. I'm not even sure if this was the right pencil. I think it was this one. I'm sure it was English red that I used. Let me try this. Yeah, it was English red. So we've got a bit of burnt ochre and a bit of English red in there. Just in little flecks of it. You're busy colouring her at the moment. I think this hair's going to take me forever. And I have to do it on 2 pages because I'll have 2 pages by the time I've finished. I'll just put a bit of burnt ochre in as well because kind of mix the two there. And then I'm going to come in with the violet. I'm just going to go all the way around here. I want some of the violet mixing in there. And then I'm going to run that around the edge. And same with that. So I'm trying to be quiet and think what I'm doing at the same time. You're colouring a heart mandala at the moment. Oh, beautiful. See, that light is a bit bright. Let me turn that light down. Getting a lot of blur. To try and get my shadow on it, and then look, you can see the colours a bit better. Turn it up. If I put that there, is it making a difference? You can see the eye colour. I think I need, do you know what, I just need better light, I need better everything. And then I'm going to come back in with dark green, and I'm going to come into the eye with that very, very lightly. Hi Kat, happy Saturday. No, it was kind of like an impromptu. I was gonna put it on, I was gonna do an impromptu live last night, but I wasn't feeling so well. So I messaged Sammy to see if anyone else was on after Sammy, and Sammy wasn't going on today because they was doing the colour in heaven, so I thought I'll go on today. So no worries, honey, it's just a bit of a, I wanted to get this part done because a lot of people's asked how I did the face. So I wanted to get this done, and it's pretty open, isn't it, on a Saturday? But this way, if I do it at this time, I can make tea for the kids and we can sit down and have... Saturday's normally our family film night, where... This is Violet I'm using, by the way. It's normally our Saturday film night where we do things with the kids. So I thought, if... I just thought, oh, if I do it at this time, that means I can get it done and then come off stream and then cook tea and do... And it won't cut into that time, because I was going to do it later. So like I was saying earlier on, if you didn't catch the Colour in Heaven marathon this morning that Sammy was part of, as well as Passionista Colorista, nip over to Colour in Heaven's page and you should see the replay of the live stream they did. It was so good. There was technical problems, but the cause that they're doing it for is absolutely amazing. They're doing it for Mind, the charity Mind, to help people with mental health issues, which I think right now is probably quite prevalent. I'm just using lemon yellow here and just brightening back up the yellow in places. And then I'm going to come in with, I used dark green. So, and the whites of the eye, I'm going to use dark green. And I'm just going to follow the shadowing that Raen's put in. And it's very darkest areas here. And then next up is grass green. I'm just going to come in where all them shadows are. And then light green. Kind of smush them all together. I'm just going to bring violet in just for the waterline basically. It just helps that pop out. Yeah, they were, wasn't it? They was having a right bad time, wasn't they, Louise? It was a shame. It really was. Felt for them. Was all eagerly waiting for Sammy to come on, and it just didn't happen, did it, love? It was like such a build up as well, and for Facebook to do that, and you're like, ugh, I would have been pretty mad. But Sammy was really professional. I think I would have been like really mad. But yeah, it was for the cause and the thought process that gone into it and the planning, you know, it's a good event for them. But it just shows that I don't follow Colouring Heaven's page enough, because I knew nothing about it until I spoke to Sammy this morning. So I must start going onto a page a lot more. Back to grass green. Let's kind of go over that. Just seeing if I might have used a bit of black in there, I think. Put a tiny bit of yellow in that section. I'm just going to go in with the black, because I think I quite darkened it up with black. Yeah, I think it'd be good, like you was suggesting, Sammy, that to do it on YouTube probably would have been the better option. But yeah, what they were going for was fantastic. Dark green, I'm going to darken this corner up. The violet. I think I spent ages on her eyes on the first one, if I'm being honest. I'm just trying to see if I think the tone tan gives it a darker... This is the tone tan eye. I think it gives it more of a dark look, where the grey is giving it more of a brighter look. So I think I need to bring the grass green into that. Let me swap these around and take that one out. I'm going to swap, so I've done dark green, and then I'm going to come in with spruce green. I'm just going to darken it up because it's too bright. And then grass green, I think, doesn't look as bright. That's much better. Facebook probably isn't the best tech. It's not always your friend, but maybe next time more research. YouTube might be the best. They have a channel, so maybe that's better. Yeah, I definitely think so. Oh yeah, Yorkshire tea is my favourite. I've yet to try the Yorkshire tea gold that they brought out. But yeah, we've got Tetlers at the minute because my granddad sent me a big massive bag of it. So yeah, back to violet for a second. But yeah, I love Yorkshire tea. And the other day I had 5 cups of tea on Thursday, and I was like, what am I doing? I don't normally have that many cups of tea. I do when I go to my friend's house, but... Okay, let's move on to the other eye. I'm going to go in with violet first. Doing a waterline again. This eye's a bit more wider open as well. On this side. This might look better now if I've adjusted the pencil's dark green. I mean, I'm like going out of frame here. But I'm going to keep going because I will finish her. So dark green here, and I'm just following the grayscale, like I said before. What Raen has put in. Sorry about that. And then spruce. Five cups is nothing. That's a morning for Sammy. I have decaf for the evenings, yeah. I think my friend, she has quite a lot. Jane, she comes on here, she drinks a lot. When I go to Jane's house or her mum's, it's like I'm being fed cups of teas, and I have about 10, and then I'm on the toilet all afternoon. I suppose it does well for the clearing your weight business, but I love tea. I must admit, if I could, if I did, I'd probably go. I would have loads. I would be like Jane and her mum and Sammy and have more, but kind of have to watch it. Because I was daft when I was getting married. I decided I wanted extremely pearly white teeth, so I went and bought Beverly Hills White Smile, and I bought this thing called Pearl Drops Extreme White. So for 6 months before I got married, I brushed my teeth 3 times a day with this toothpaste, and unbeknownst to me, I was stripping the enamel off my teeth with these toothpastes, and now everything stains my teeth. I'm so sensitive, you would not believe how sensitive I am to everything. So I can't drink loads. All because I wanted pure white teeth for me for my wedding, and all I've done is like ruined my teeth with actual toothpaste. I don't know if that's even possible, but I'm more weary of it now. Okay, so what I'm going to do with the black, I'm just going to give it a slight shadow around the edge of the iris. Don't think you can see. I'm just going over that violet that I did, but just bringing it a slight bit out. And that's all that's for, is just purely because we have like our iris casts. It's knocked its focus again, hasn't it? This eye to me looks a lot bigger than her other eye. And then I'm just going to go round her pupil. Same with this side. Yeah, you have to be careful when whitening your teeth. Yeah, well, I definitely damaged mine really badly. So then when I went on my Slimmers World diet, what's its name then? When I ate all the veg, the acid from the veg, put loads of minuscule little holes in my teeth. So then I had to have a ton of fillings, so I was not impressed. I mean, I don't have the best teeth anyway, because I sucked my thumb as a kid and made them stick out. So, and then my mum was too scared to take us to the dentist, because my mum's terrified of the dentist. So now I'm just going to bring in grass green and just darken the waterline up a little bit. And then reindeer. And then I think I think I am bordering the top bit. I think we're virtually on. Turn them slightly light. Yeah. Getting there, so just need to do the top bit now and then the skin tone. Hi Bubbles. No problem, that's fine Bubbles, thanks for popping in. I'm going to just pop off as I need to call my mum. She's been for her jab today. I just want to make sure it went well. Loving the Saturday day stream. Thank you, Shell. Hopefully I'll be back before you leave. No problem, Lisa. Have a lovely weekend if I don't see you again on the stream. I just thought it was cute, one of Sammy's first colour-alongs, and to pay homage to her. Oh, okay, so I'm going to do the top. So this one, I'm going to come up, let me just sharpen my pencil. Join this here, and then I'm just going to bring it up. I'm just used white. It's not as bright on here. Let's try the white. I may have used white. It comes up to there. Yeah, I didn't go up any higher than that. And then this comes up to here. Put a nice little. Okay. So this came up. I'm going to start talking to myself again now. Homage to Sammy. Homage. Let me just get this on there. Better focus. Honestly, I feel like slinging this camera out the water. I honestly do. Drives me insane. There we go. So just pop the edge in with that there. And then this side came up. And then here. And that one came. Well, that one went in a lot easier than the other one. Let's just do some flicks towards the end of there, the white. And then, let's see, light lemon yellow. on here. I'm not too bothered about going right down to the bottom. The Queen of Enablers. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Have I missed anything else? Trying to find the Bigelow brand of Earl Grey tea. It's very good. Don't like the Twinings Earl Grey. Oh no, I don't. It's got a right weird taste. Phew, Louise, I had to read that twice. I would like to stream some of my paragraph slip, but I have no equipment. Spent all the money for pencils and colouring books because you all are so fantastic. Oh dear. You and Shell are the breaker of tips. It would. It definitely would, Shannon. I'll let you do the leaves. I'm not a leaf person. I will if I have to, but I'm not a big leaf fan. When I did the leaf for Fairies in Fall on the wings, I was terrified. I was thinking, I'm going to mess it up. I'm going to mess it up. We've got light green. No, not. Yes, light green. I had a rat kerfuffle in my brain then. Light green. And I'm just doing all the flicking here on both sides. I get my little rubber back. Where's my little rubber? Because I've done this too wide. Oh no. I've lost my little rubber. It's only tinky as well, so in the dark I can't see it. I don't know what I've done with it. Oh well, it'll have to look different for now. I'll sort it out. That's keep flicking. I'm just going to go through all the colours I have used on it now. So this is jade green. Twinings Earl Grey tea tastes like, yeah, it does. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Mona. Shannon, great. You've got the combo, you do the leaves, son. That's fine. I'm with Sammy on it when she said she was done with the leaves at the end of a colour for a parrot. And I was like, no, I feel you, girl, because I'm the same with leaves. They're the most monotonous, repetitive things ever. And I'm just not a fan. So I can smell bleach really, really strong. Woo! So then grass green. I'm going to start flicking up from down here now into them. And just come down a little bit. Kind of got a starting point, and I'm flicking out from it. I have messed up this section here and I need to find my rubber to rub it out. I need to turn this side, it's not going as good as the other side. Yeah, I can smell it really, really, really strong. Like, I seriously want to get up. No one's using bleach. What's going on? Let me just check the bathroom 1 second. No, we use bleach in the toilet, have we? We use bleach up here. Been using bleach? Yeah, I was just checking that none of the kids were downstairs with the dad and not messing with bleach and toilet, but whoo, that's all I can smell. Look back. Oh, thank you, Helen. No problem. Scoot away, Sherry. So again, starting from down here. Now I'm off my puff. I got a bit worried then because you know when like the girls go in the bathroom and start, especially mine, they're like putting makeup on, taking makeup off, and I was thinking, are they cleaning the toilet or something with bleach? It's so bizarre. It stinks of bleach. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the smell of bleach, but why on earth would I be smelling bleach? Might be the spirit that's haunting me at the minute. Yeah, I'm going to turn my page this way so I can get the flicks right. So this is now spruce green. And if you were following along, a really sharp pencil is ideal. So this one I'm keeping short of that because I need to rub just that bit out there when my little sharpener appears. Not sharpener, rubber. Ah, I found it. Hey, I'd put up with a ghost that did the cleaning. So would I. So would I, cat. And just try and rub this bit out here. There we go. I just want that there and then that going up there. Yeah, that's right. Put this jade green on there. Now I've fixed it. And the grass green. Kind of what I felt it looked like she had some kind of grass face on her. So let's go back to spruce green and then bring that up a bit more. And then dark green. Whoa, with powdered bleach. Your wall knocking, yes. Just driving me potty that last night. It was either that or it was the pipes in the walls, and I was like, stop banging the pipes. But the night before was sat here and it was dink, 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 and I'm thinking, what is that? And I thought, was it eating them? But I didn't have I didn't have my heating on the night before. But it could quite well be heating. Okay, and then in with violet now, and all I'm doing with the violet here, I'm just doing it from here in each of them, just up to about there. I'm not going the whole way up with the violet in this one, just a little bit, just like that. I can't believe she's come out the same. Just needed a little bit of faith in myself. I was thinking, am I going to be able to repeat it? Because you do these things, don't you? And sometimes they're a one-night wonder. But I think she's come out a one-night wonder, not a one-night wonder. And then I'm going to get my black and just do her eyebrows. Nice little flicks. I'd be like, okay, gosh, you can haunt this place and I won't get exercise, but you got to pull your primordial weight, do the cleaning. I don't understand why it just come over really strong smell of bleach. It's gone now. And I've got a bit of a bunged up nose as well, so I found it quite weird that I could smell it. Pencil needs to be a little bit sharper actually. This picture has definitely got to go in the books. In the books. There we go. So let's see, before I put the cream on, are we matching? Here. And the thing is, I think we've got a different colour of, it looks darker on this page, but I think that's the grey. So she's got more of a warmer looking face, but I think that's obviously the tan. I'm going to do a skin anyway in a second. But yeah, I think they've come out pretty much the same. She looks closer, like zoomed in more. I don't know, is it the paper? They're the same size. But yeah, I think I've done a really good copy there. Meaning, if there was a book of best coloured pages. Oh, Angela, thank you. That's lovely. I'm going to be spending ages doing the hair, but I'm going to put it in my... I've got my hashtag Her Goals playlist up now, and I've added the Sweet Temptations one to it. And the hair I did in Hooligans Main. So I'll be doing the hair as... in the hashtag Her Goals playlist on my channel. So that's where the next one you'll see for that. So let's do her skin and morph it. So what I did with the skin is cream. I really feel like I'm getting a cold. Thanks, Tonya. So let's see. Put that back. So for the skin, to recap, was cream, light ochre, brown ochre, burnt sienna and umber. So I'll start with here. I'm going to go in with burnt sienna. We're close enough in. It's blurry. It's blurry, this camera. I'm going to see if there's a way to hook my phone up to the if there's a way to hook my phone up to OBS. So burnt sienna. Just a light layer. I found it really hard to get a skin combo in my Pablos, if I'm being honest. I really did. So just come out with, oh, something just come flying off my shelf. And did you all see my channel had a ghost stream again? Me and Ashley sat talking, I had my hands in the air and I was nowhere near my computer. And the next minute Ashley says to me, Shell, you're live again. And I went, how? I said, I'm sat talking to you on video. Oh, chat just jumped up. Thank you, Mona. I've been sitting with my head down swatching. That was me with my luminance last night. Hi, Kenny. Hope you're having a lovely weekend. Thank you, Della. Ooh, getting a coffee. I could have a caramel latte right now. Yeah, I mean, I think if you was one of them colorists that did the undertones like Monya does, I think you wouldn't have a problem with the Pablos, but I actually found it really, really hard to get a combo together. For her skin with this, and this was probably the only one that if it wasn't too pink that it went in, but obviously if you did it the undertone way you'd have no problem at all. Then I'm just going round the edge of her face with this burnt sienna. I'm going to keep turning my page, I'm sorry. I've got to be a page turner. I love coffee. I love tea and I love coffee. I'm just a hot brew person, if I'm honest. Like loads of people will sit and drink water for all day. I can't. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to line around the nose here. And I kind of put a dimple in here. And kind of just did a X. And that just helped bring the nose into, like there was a difference between a forehead and a nose. And that one all the way up there. Same with here. Like X marks the spot. The mean skin, I either do it good or I do it bad. There's no in between, honestly. It's like skin's gonna play or skin's not gonna play. So a nose here is all gonna be this colour. I've got a cast of it all underneath the nose, a little bit here. And this is just the grayscale again, what Raen's put in. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. Kat, am I pronouncing her name right? Shell, I remember that happened during someone's stream and you were in the chat at the time. Oh, that was a sleep stream, that. I didn't have no clue of that. That was Shannon telling me that. Shell, you was in the stream last night. You didn't even say hi. I was like, did I? I don't remember that. But this was, it actually came on and I even showed Ashley my screens and there was nothing on. I had no YouTube on. OBS was in the background, but it wasn't on. It just said start streaming, start recording. And my Facebook, not the Facebook, the YouTube was just on my channel content. So how on earth it did that is beyond me. It's absolutely beyond me. So yeah, if anyone knows why or how it can stream without pressing it and setting it all up to stream, I was baffled. Absolutely baffled. Let's see. So she'll have shadow wall under here. And put some little like dimply bits in on her chin. Just to emphasise her chin a little bit. And just a little bits under the corners of her lips. Well, it's either Raen or Raen. I'm not sure. Yeah, I went with Raen. Raen. Or, because it won't be, I don't know. At first I thought, is it Rean? And then I thought, nah. Because that would be R-E-A, surely. Shannon, how do you pronounce it? Sorry. Yeah, you do use a lot of pencils, don't you, Kat? So I'm coming in with brown ochre eye. I'm going to go over the top of burnt sienna. And I'm going to come down into skin I've done. Like I said, these are not favouring the artesa paper as much as the my cheap paper there, as I said earlier on. It's it doesn't like sitting in the tooth of the paper. It kind of likes just gliding over the top, and I'm like, you will sit in the paper. So let me just get the cream, and I just want to slightly, before I carry on, I just want to slightly put in my highlights. I'm supposed to do this actually first. Don't need a little tiny bit coming up the centre of a nose. And then kind of picking back up again here. And then fanning off a little bit up there. Then I come out from it, face things here. Same here, here. And then I want a Cupid's bow. around the edge of her lips. I'll just put these bits in first, and then I know where I'm going with the other colours. Just bear with me a second. Hi, Eileen. Eileen. Did you do any training, Shell? Are you self-taught? I'm self-taught. The only thing I did was what we did in for high school. I took out as me options, and that's it. And then the rest is just what I've done myself, really. So I'm just going to come down here with burnt ochre. And come out from these a little bit. Guilty as charged. Leave me away, officer, for using too many pencils. Oh no, you use as many as what? I mean, how many did I just use then for that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I used 9 just for that. So there's things I think everyone uses a lot of, and not a lot of. I won't worry about it, Cat. There's nothing wrong with it at all. Sounds like my whip pencils when I was doing the Wonder Room for Ivy. The pencil pop would put me under jail, so I'm glad it's not a thing. I've been there with my last page over 60 pencils. I wouldn't like to say how many pencils I've used at the end of this. You are so clever. Really enjoyed watching you do these pictures. Oh, thank you, Eileen. I think that's what's been good about the page that we've been doing on the Colin Thompson. I've been kind of not purposely done it, but it's just happened that I've used the same or a lot of the same pencils throughout the colouring. And that just happened. But sometimes it makes it easier, and sometimes it's not. You think, oh, am I being boring here? Oh gosh, it's 6:20 nearly. I need to get a riddle on. I need to get my fast skin tone fingers going now. I didn't realise it was that time. Time flies when you're having fun. Underall here. And I go either side of them. What I've done. I know this will take me a lot of working on to get it smooth. That is for sure. So next up is light ochre. I'll just catch up with chat. I just woke up, stayed up till 3 AM to catch Sammy. Didn't happen. This is my first cup. Oh. So I'm going in now with light ochre, and I'm going into the brown ochre that I've used previous. And then I'm going to gently come into these areas. And I'll show you what I'll do with that in a second to morph it a bit better. I'm going to get all these in first. So right at the top here, I'm going to come down on a diagonal from left to right. And if you all did the Colour in Heaven workshop, if you're in the UK, you'll know exactly what I'm doing now for the skin. Because we was taught this by Joe Barber in the Colour in Heaven workshop. It's how I've found to use it best. So I'm going to come back in from right corner to left, scumbling motion. And then I've just obviously worked on that technique and worked on that technique, and so it's got me where I am with skin. Why does it look blurry? It doesn't focus properly on this coloured page. See if I can get it any better. I think that's just going worse, isn't it? Is that a bit better there? The only way to drink it is strong. Hi, Ria. No problem. Hello and welcome. So then I'm going to go from top to bottom. And this helps just smooth it all out. Back up from top to bottom. I mean, we all do skin differently, don't we? And then from left to right. And it just helps cover all areas, I suppose. Then you get just a nice smooth effect like that. And then we'll go over the top of the highlights we've done there. Going down here. Hopefully by doing that divot there, it gives you that the skin goes in and the brow bit comes out. Did I miss Sammy? I woke up and found Shell. Sammy was on the Colour in Heaven colour along marathon this morning, but they had a fair bit of technical difficulties, so we managed to see a bit of Sammy, but it kept going on and off and on and off, and then in the end it wouldn't stay on. So obviously Sammy wasn't streaming at her normal time, so I asked Sammy if it was okay if I could jump on and then I could get this done so I can have some time with my kiddywinkles tonight, because I was supposed to come on last night but I wasn't feeling so well, so I didn't come on last night. I just came on today, so it was either I streamed later on today after 6 o'clock or I streamed at 4 and got done by 6. No problem, that's fine. Thank you for watching, Alison. If you go on Colour in Heaven's website, if you go on Colour in Heaven's Facebook page, there'll be it was a Facebook live, so there'll be a playback so you can watch it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You'll be able to catch it up. And they're raising money for Mind. and it's such an amazing cause for mental health awareness. So that's good. And drop them a lovely donation. I think they've got a goal to get 1,000 donations by the end of February. And Jenny Cook has done a page that you can download if you go on to the Colour in Heaven page. That's also on there as well on Facebook. I feel like my voice has gone all grudgy. You can download Jenny's image and also the link for the Just Giving page, I think it is on there as well. Put it up there. So I won't have long. Hopefully I'll get the rest of her skin done and then I'll do the lips and then we're finished. And I'll do the hair on her goals, but I'm going to be finishing her wings off camera because I've shown how to do the wings, which was these ones on Thursday's stream. I've shown how to do them on there and part of the hair. So once I've done this, I'll finish the rest of them completely. Off camera, and then I'll have two copies, so a giveaway of one will be on the horizon, I think. I won't need 2 copies. Let me just come back with burnt ochre on the nose. Oh, it's okay, Kenny. I think I'm just a bit exhausted. I've not been sleeping very well for quite a few weeks now. And it happened to me last week where I think I'd had that many like late nights of sitting lying awake. It hit me like a train, and then I just slept most of the day I think it was last Saturday, and then my husband was off work yesterday, so he was sorting the kids out in the morning and I was sat there, and my daughter was doing her homeschooling, and she kept falling asleep at kitchen. I'm saying, Freya, keep awake, stop falling to sleep. And as I was telling her that, I was actually falling asleep at the same time, so I couldn't tell her off for falling asleep when I'm falling asleep myself. So I'll come upstairs, and I was trying to do my recordings for Colin Thompson, did all that, uploaded it for the schedules, and I was freezing, and my mum rang me, and I went and got in bed just to stay warm, and before I knew it, I fell asleep on my mum. My mum went, I think I'll let you go to sleep. And then I stayed there till 3 o'clock in the morning, till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I had to go and get my little boy from school. And then I went bed again last night, whatever time that was, 1:30-ish, something like that. So I feel like I've had loads of sleep, but yet I still feel tired. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's a bit weird. So I'm just bringing this out a little bit more, but going over the top of the burnt ochre, light ochre. It's just toning a bit of the gold down as well, and trying to get in her little creases in her face, just trying to get that to stand out a little bit more. I'm going to show you, I'm going to bring the cream in and just blend it into the Morph in a second. No problem, Alison. Go rest your eyes. Have a lovely weekend. Yeah, I think it's same with me, Kenny. So I'm the same as you at the minute. It's not good, is it? I just think I worry about a lot of stuff. So then when I go to bed at night, it plays on my mind. And then I sit worrying about it when I'm lying in bed. And then I was on my wake, I'm sat lying thinking about stuff and thinking about my kids' mental health, what's going on, they can't go out and stuff. And I just start stressing about it. And I shouldn't really, and everyone tells me stop stressing, you can't stress over something you can't control. And I would love to just be able to not stress, but I do. So then that's led to a little bit of a panic attack. Well, I think it was a panic attack. I don't know what it was. It was just weird. My heart started pounding. I could feel it in my back. And I stood up thinking, oh, it could be a panic attack. I'll walk round and try and walk it off. And as I walked round, my head started going dizzy and I felt like I was going to faint. So I just quickly sat down. And my husband's like, you all right? And I'm like, I really don't know what's wrong. So I just think it's a bit of exhaustion and a bit of life. And I don't know. I don't know. Are you off, Ria? Are you off to... Is it bedtime now? Is Louise off as well? No problem. Have a lovely weekend, Louise. No problem. So, yeah. That's what's been happening. But I'll be fine. I'll soon get myself back on even ground. Don't know if that's gone too dark on a chin there, actually. Looks like she's got a dirty chin now. Let me just take some of that off. Let's do it lightly and it won't take away the tooth. That's better. I just wanted her to like have not a dimply chin, but not a smooth chin either. So I'm going to go over these just like we've done at the top. Go left to right. And then from top to bottom. And fills in all them gaps and smooths it out. I've still got a lot of learning with skin. It's not one of my fortes. Give me a horse's skin any day. Shell, have you had your sugar checked? Nope, but I was, in the last lockdown, I was a pre-diabetic, and then they told me that I needed to try losing a bit of weight, so that's what I did, and I went back into the normal range, and I was like, woohoo! But obviously with this lockdown again, I've been eating with stressing, so it could possibly be sugar. Okay, so where the Morph is, where's my cream gone? I lost a pencil. Oh, the under here actually. And so where the cream is, I'm just going to come back in and I'm just going to layer up and I'm just going to bring it into that skin nice and softly. I'm not pressing on at all. And I just want it so it blends into a skin. I will work more on the layers of that skin. And everyone has their own way of doing skin. I think skin is hard to follow off anyone, so I think you find your own way. Cat. I don't know what's wrong with this month. I keep picking flowers. I'm a tough chick. Have to have been able to catch a live stream. She's looking so awesome. Take care, everyone. Bye, Ellen. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely weekend. Is Wilson here? I've not seen her yet, Kenny, I don't think. But I have had my head down. I think I might have missed some people. So if I have missed anyone, I do apologise. So I'm slowly just blending this white edge into the skin here. Just softening off that edge. And then I'll come back in with the light ochre in a second. Just very softly. Rubbing it out. So it's in a line where you can't see the edge. And then the same here. This bit I'm not too worried about blending in at all because I want that to be part of a face. But these need to blend in here. So I think I'll be spending a lot of tomorrow colouring her. So then I'm going to come back in with the burnt light ochre. I just want to sharpen it up so I've got a nice point for just blending it. And then I'm just going to come back in and kind of go back over the top of that. And I'm going to go up into the green. And then it should just knock some of that brightness down. And it should just blend in and look like it's part of the skin. It's just a lot of layering up. So if you're a person that likes layering up, you'll get this easy. You'll morph skin quite easy. But I'm going to do some other things. I'm going to try and do some like dragon skin morphs, and I think it might be my thing that I can do. You know that we all us streamers all have a niche of our own, and you know, I think that might be something that I might take what my channel might be known for. Morphing the weird and the wonderful. So yeah, I'll see what other morphing challenges I can put together. But a dragon skin one would be good. And I've also got some special effects ones that I want to do as well. That'll be good for Halloween and stuff like that. What I do, my face painting days comes in handy with that. The stuff I learned for face painting makes it really good. So there we go, and that blends in really well. So the only thing that I have left to do really is to go in to the really dark shadows which are just under here. On this side because she's got quite a bit of shadow here. And then possibly a little bit here, just under there. I may just have to turn her upside down. And a little bit under there. And then back with burnt sienna and just pull that out a little bit. So cool how her face looks. It's so like, she's like, boom. I think I might have added a bit more black to her eyes, which I might do in a second. Bye, Hedwig. Thank you very much for coming along. And hopefully see you at another stream. I'm just reading chat there, sorry. Fresh snow. Who's got fresh snow? Cat, have you got fresh snow? Send some fresh snow up here. It's fluid a little bit today, and I'm like, come on. When you bad snow, get down here. And then lastly, brown ochre, and then I'm going to do the lips, and then I'm going to be done. What time are we on? Ooh. Need to make me burgers for tea, but at least we're not having anything major. Just nice little cheeseburgers. Yum, yum, yum. Had a big fry up this morning, which was so nice. Okay. So let's do a lip. So let's bring the green back out. Right, so I didn't use any. Oh yeah, I did use a bit of purple, but I'll do that in a second. So all I did on the lips, I just followed Raen's shadowing that she's put on. Start off with the dark green. The same off here. And then up there. A little bit there. Little dimples. And then next up is spruce green. I'm just going to come a bit further out with them. The same with up here. It's funny because the way this is printed out, it's printed out with less shadow in than the other one. So I'm having to like work out where some of them are based off the other picture. To bring back dark green, I'm just gonna line a lip out. I love how she's done a portrait though of the lady, the features and stuff. It's a beautiful face. Oh, I got PCOS as well. It's not easy living with PCOS because you can diet and diet and diet, and you lose like 2 pounds, and somebody else could be doing the same diet as you, and they would lose like 3 pounds, and you'd be like, "Ugh," or 4 or 5 pounds. So when I used to go to the Slimmers World here, some would like do the first week and drop off like 7 pounds, or they'd get the Stone Award in 2 weeks, and I'd be there still clumbering behind everyone, and it used to drive me up the wall. So back with spruce and just come out from that line that I've just done a little bit. And then grass green. Just wondering what film to watch with the kids tonight. I'll go to the shop for some popcorn. So that's all the shadowed areas in. I'm just going to come in with violet. I'm just going to pop some violet right in that centre section. Just pull it out a little bit. I do hope though that Raen likes my interpretation of a fairy. It's definitely out there. But I just didn't want to do just a traditional human looking fairy. I wanted to bring out a wild side. So let's just add in a bit of jade green. Let's wash that around a little bit. And then a little bit of light green. Are you off, Lou? No problem. Thank you very much for coming. I'm nearly finished now anyway. So all I did then, all these highlighted areas. I then got my white gel pen and I just literally, in the highlighted areas, just kind of like made it look like she had glossy lips. I think the more little like fine stripy lines you do with lips, makes it come across as wet. But she's got lip gloss on, so let's just get the black. I'm just going to put her eyelashes back in, so bear with me a second. I'm just going to come in and I'm going to do flicking out. Won't work with that. Let me just see. I don't think the fine liner will work over the top. I've done that much. Let me just see if it will. Oh, it is a little bit. And then I always have to do the top lashes, I always have to do the eye upside down. And then I'm doing an upside down J. And I lift my pressure off. So I press in, do the scoop and flick out. It'll be hard to see what I'm doing actually now. But it's not got the best coverage either, because it's kind of like enough, and I just kind of do some in different directions. See if you can see that. I'll bring it up to camera a little bit. I don't think you can. You can a little bit. And then same with this side. Like a J. An upside down J. Turn it around this way. And do it. Hopefully you can see them appearing. Into little ones on this side. There we go. I'm just going to darken up just in that crease there. There under here. I think she's pretty much done. I think she's darker in this one, but I'm not going to get it a bang on carbon copy of each of them. But I think that basically shows you exactly how I did it, and hopefully everyone can go away and do it the same. She looks a smaller face. She really does. She just looks more striking. Are you going to have a lot of people trying this shell? I hope so. I hope I didn't miss anyone then talking. I feel like I've not looked at chat very much, so I do apologise if I've missed anyone. Oh, thank you, Helen. Thank you, Angela. But when I do things like this, it's hard to do them on live stream because I kind of zone out sometimes, but I'm trying to bend my papers because that glare off that light, but there you go. Her face is definitely, this must be more zoomed in than that. It all looks at the same. Oh, I don't know, it's weird. So yeah, I just need to work on that layer a little bit more and blend it in a little bit more and deepen it up. But for the purpose of the video, that's how I did the face. It isn't just me, is it? That's definitely further away than that, isn't it? Oh, thank you, everyone. She's definitely very unique. She's got a sister now that looks slightly different. So I don't know which one I'll be giving away. I will decide, but I'm just chuffed that I've ended up getting her to look exactly the same. I was worried that it wouldn't come out the same. I think your technique is really adaptable to other mediums too. You know which one I may use markers. Yes, Kim. The tan one. Where'd that just go? Let me read it on here. I can't read on that screen. They both gorgeous shell. The tan one just like ice cream. Yeah. Let me just get this on. So yeah. So they're the two anyway. She's done. I hate that light hitting the light. I'm just gonna hold it like that. So yeah, she just looks a bit warmer, but I do think that that's the tan paper, and she looks more cool, but then grey is cool. So I think, yeah, I like her on both pages. She looks really good. So yeah. So because I've got two, it's an optical illusion. I love them both. It definitely must be an optical illusion because she looks a lot bigger than she looks, and they're both the same. All the markings are in the same areas. Oh no, they're not, Luke. That's weird. Because that's that bit there. Oh no, yeah, it's right. So yeah, she's the same. I don't know. Strange. But yes, I'll colour the rest of her off camera as in here, and the rest of this hair, I'll put that on under the hashtag hair goals playlist for my hair ones that are going on for the hair that I said I would do quite a few months ago and haven't got around to doing any more since. Interesting to see how different paper tones affect them different. Yeah, definitely. It does, it looks it I'm trying to think, is it optical illusion? Is it? I think she looks like she's got a slimmer face. It must have done something on my printer, I don't know. I was just about to ask that. It's either the colour of the paper or its effect. I don't know because the hair looks all the same. If I put that there, you know, her hair is all in exactly the same. But if it, I don't know. That's a funny one, that one. We'll just leave that one there. Oh, well, Della, I will be giving one away, don't worry. Just keep an eye out on the group once I've finished it, because it's going to take me quite a while just to do that little bit of her. So I think it's going to take, and I'm going to do something special with her as well. I'm going to do black, but then she's going to have, that's more like a grey blue background, and then she's going to have some parts of it's going to be black with green, purple undertones, so like highlights. So, and I've got loads of things. I've got a tiny little bit left on Mary's birthday present, what's well overdue to finish. And then that's going to be shipped off to America. And then I've got loads of whips to do. So in March, I'm going to finish my whips and then do my finished pictures from October all the way through to March. So, measure across a face. I don't think I've got a ruler up here. Oh yeah. So the widest part of her face. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go straight in between her eyes. So she's 8 centimetres. She's 8 centimetres. No, it's exactly the same. That's weird. Let me see the length. 10, just short of 10 and a half. 10 and a half. That is bizarre. Don't know. I think it's definitely an optical illusion. So yes, once I've given her a few more layers, that is how I did her face. So I hope you've enjoyed the favourite image that I've decided to go way out there with and do. And hopefully one of you lucky ladies or gentlemen, if there's any gentlemen here, will get the chance to win one of them and have one of these in your home. So look out for that in the group. Stay safe, have a lovely weekend, whatever it is you're doing. Have a lovely Valentine's Day tomorrow. Much love to all and every one of you. I'm giving you all a big Valentine's hug. Good night, everyone. Much love. Thank you very much for chatting and sticking with me. It's been a long stream, this one. And anyone lurking in the background, thank you very much for coming along and watching. Thank you, mods. Much love to you as well. And have a lovely day. Goodbye, everyone.